What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. We here, fight week, the WBC and lineal heavyweight champion Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, taking on former WBC champion who had defended his title 10 times successfully, and the hardest hitter, one hitter quitter in boxing, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, will finally meet up after several postponements. The fight is going down October 9th, Las Vegas, Nevada, aka Sin City. It's going down. Just got through watching a video of the Gypsy King doing a sit down with UK's favorite female boxing broadcaster, Michelle Joy Phelps. She's from the US though, but I believe she's the number one. I believe she's the queen of the UK as far as broadcasters go. She's the queen of the UK. Don't make no mistake about that. But he did an interview with her, sit down, and he made some interesting comments in regard to his upcoming fight with the Bronze Bomber. Basically, he called Deontay Wilder unwell. Wilder has said right after the second fight that he was cheated out of that fight. They know what they did, I know what they did. And the truth shall set you free. And he believes that the truth will eventually come out. Maybe after he gets the victory this Saturday night, he will reveal what he has. Now, it is said that he did an x-ray on his head and he had a dent in his forehead. And he said that was caused by the illegal tactics of Tyson Fury and what he put in his glove. So maybe he might come with some more info after the fight. But the bottom line is this fight here is going to settle who is the top dog in the heavyweight division. Now, Alexander Usyk, who beat Anthony Joshua for the WBO, IBF, and WBA titles, will have his say. He can say he's the number one guy. But I think the winner of this fight, based on resume, based on being in the heavyweight division and fighting quality competition longer than Usyk. Usyk just been in the heavyweight division. He only had 3 fights. He beat Chaz Witherspoon, who was washed. He beat Derek Chisora, who got, 10 losses? And then he beat Anthony Joshua, same guy who lost to Andy Ruiz. So Anthony Joshua lost to 2 fighters that were huge underdogs to him. Usyk wasn't as big as underdog as Andy Ruiz, but he was a significant underdog in that fight. He lost both times. So Usyk will have his say. Hopefully he gets the winner of that fight. I know he's contracted, like Wilder was contracted, to fight Fury. It's funny how we not seeing Usyk go to his lawyers and try to get out of the AJ contract. He said, yeah, I'm going to fight AJ again. It's in the contract. I signed before the first fight. I knew what I was getting myself into. We're going to have a rematch. You don't see him trying to get his lawyers trying to get out of the Joshua contract. But here it is. Fury was trying to do the thing to Wilder. When he knew going into the second fight there was going to be an immediate rematch, and the winner would get 60% and the loser would get 40%. But this guy to say he's the best out there and he's going to smash Wilder again and he won both fights. Why was you trying so hard to get out of the third fight then? When you know Wilder had an ironclad contract, Gypsy? Why was you trying to get out of the contract? You so confident. To me, it leads credence to Wilder's accusations that you cheated in the second fight. But why would you try to get out of the second fight? A lot of people say, wait a minute, JB Sports, because he wanted to be undisputed. You want to be undisputed. Yeah, you still can't be undisputed, but you got a contract with Wilder. Go in there, fight Wilder again, beat him again, and then you fight for undisputed. You know you got a contract. Why was you in such a rush to get out of that contract, try to find a loophole? Oh, it expired. It ain't expired, man. We was in the COVID-19 pandemic, Gypsy. Wasn't no goddamn expiration date. Everything got pushed back. Honor the contract, and you finally got a gun put to your head, and now you got to take a fight. Now you trying to say, well, man, I'm going to beat him again. I won the first 2 fights. No, Gypsy, you didn't win the first 2 fights. You won the second fight. You didn't win the first fight. The first fight was a draw, and in my opinion, Gypsy, it should have been waved off after the 12th round when Wilder put you to sleep like he had gave you some NyQuil. You was on the mattress, on the mat. I said mattress, on the mat, on the canvas. Sleep. motionless, eyes rolled in the back of your head. Why didn't you wave off the fight, referee Jack Reese? Why didn't you not wave that fight out? If that fight is not a wave off fight, then it's not a fight in the history of boxing that should be waved off when somebody's knocked damn near unconscious sleep. All he needed was a pillow. He was asleep. All he needed was a pillow and a teddy bear. He was asleep. But that's neither here nor there. It's going down this Wednesday. I have never been so excited, so pumped about a fight going down. Everybody was all excited about, oh man, we're going to get undisputed. Joshua Fury. It's going down in the UK. You had U.S. boxing writers excited. I guess they were going to get on that plane and go on over there and watch the fight. Fight involving two non-American fighters. It was a good fight, but it was the biggest fight in UK history, but it was a fight for them. It wasn't no big fight over here. That fight was going to be going down at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, potentially, if it would have happened. It wasn't no going half the people wouldn't be watching that fight. They're going to watch that fight on, on YouTube a day later. Most of the people in the United States would have watched that fight. Or people would have illegal streamed it, probably watched it live. People that's a diehard, they would have watched it live, illegal streamed it. Or some people would have went to the Zone and watched it. But the Zone is an obscure app, so how many people actually would have saw that fight live? The numbers would have been minuscule, I'm here to tell you. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. He also talked about Anthony Joshua. Joshua said he hopes he gets knocked out by Wilder. He predicted he's going to get knocked out by Wilder. That's what AJ said. And he basically said that, and then Michelle asked him about Anthony Joshua saying he willing to fight Tyson Fury with no belts. Tyson Fury said that's kind of rich for him to say that, because wasn't he the same guy talking about it don't matter who holds the WBC belt, I just want that belt. I want undisputed. It ain't about the men holding the belt, it's about the WBC belt. But now he's trying to say that he wants to fight Tyson Fury for no belt. So he basically called him a hypocrite. But Fury was the same guy running around here before the Wilder fight saying he was a lineal champion. Damn them belts that Wilder had and Joshua had, he's the lineal champion. He's the #1 guy in the heavyweight division. He beat the man, Vladimir Klitschko. So until they beat him, they can't consider themselves the man. That's basically what he was saying. Now he got the belt and he want to turn the table on Anthony Joshua and turn his comments against him and basically say that now that he ain't got no belts, he's willing to fight Tyson Fury for the belts. But before then, it was all about the WBC belt, not the man that was holding the belt. So these guys here from UK, man, these guys are walking contradiction. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Both of them guys are walking contradiction. The only real one is Deontay Wilder. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something. This is something that this is my theory. This is my thesis. This is my reason why I believe Tyson Fury cheated. Now, to what degree did he cheat? Did he spike the wall? I don't know about all that. But I do believe he manipulated them gloves. Make no mistake about it. And I believe the reason why he did that was because the Otto Wallin fights. That fight there, he got cut real bad. Real bad cut. The fight actually should have been stopped. We all know why it wasn't stopped. Big money on the line for Wilder Fury 2. So they didn't want to mess up the money. They didn't want to mess up the bag. So they let that fight continue. Fury won the fight. He won more rounds than the guy. Make no mistake about it. So he got the just decision. But the fight actually should have been stopped. But I think Fury, off the back of that fight, in a quick turnaround to the Wilder fight, the second fight, I think he wanted to end that fight as early as possible. So that's why he manipulated the gloves. He got more aggressive. Now, I give him credit for coming forward. He wasn't fighting off the back foot. He's coming forward. He stepped to Wilder, trying to get an early stoppage. Because the longer that fight goes, the more chances he was going to get cut again. And that's going to be his problem in this third fight. Make no mistake about it. Now, it's been 2 years since, so his face could be hold up. But that type of cut there, that's deep, deep scar tissue. Make no mistake about it. That's deep scar tissue. So he can open back up even after 2 years. So he going to be coming in there with the same mind frame. He going to step to Wilder, and he going to try to bully Wilder, bogart Wilder, and stop Wilder early. Because the longer that fight goes, the better Wilder's chances of winning that fight goes up. Make no mistake about it. Because he going to get touched in this fight. He ain't hardly get touched in that second fight. Because he was able to catch Wilder with a shot behind the head, and Wilder actually never recovered from that punch. So he's going to be looking to get him with a shot like that in this third fight. But Wilder needs to be patient, work behind the jab to the body, set the right hand up, set the check left hook up, the overhand left, set all that up, and just touch him. You ain't got to put all your power behind every punch. Just step to him, touch him, Because I guarantee you, his face not going to hold up. You touch him enough, by the 8th, 9th round, he going to be dealing with another cut. Make no mistake about it. He going to be dealing with another cut. And it's one thing to be cut, blood running in your eye, you can't see, fighting a light hitter in Alto Valin. And he is a light hitter. I know he got 14 knockouts in 23 fights, but them knockouts came against them guys he fighting over there in Sweden, wherever he was from. When he stepped up and fought the upper echelon of heavyweights, Dominic Brazil didn't hurt him down, not once. He hurt Fury in the 12th round because he hit him on that cut. But then he fought Kaufman. He ain't hurt Kaufman either, so he ain't got that type of power. He ain't no one hitter quitter. Ain't no doubt about that. He ain't no one hitter quitter. So he don't have that type of power. So it's one thing to be cut, blood running in your eye. You can still bite down on that mouthpiece and continue on. But if you cut, blood bleeding, blood leaking into your eye, and you fighting Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, the most dangerous heavyweight in the boxing history, there's a whole different scenario. It's a whole different ball game. Best believe that he gonna be looking to wave that white flag if he gets cut against Wilder. He gonna come with an excuse. He got headbutt or something. He gonna make every excuse in the book. But I guarantee you, he ain't gonna have that same energy if he get cut against Wilder that he had against Alto Valin. Best believe that. So we will see what happens. We will see what transpires. I'm gonna make my official prediction in a couple of days. Who I think gonna win this fight, how I think this fight gonna play out. You kind of see where I'm going on how I think this fight gonna play out. But I'm gonna get more in depth into it when I break this fight down in my prediction video. So we will see what happens. We will see what transpires. But I just wanted to do a quick video, man. Very excited about this fight. Watch the Tyson Fury video on Behind the Gloves with Michelle Joy Phelps, the Queen of the UK. And it was very, very interesting, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see if she get an interview with Deontay Wilder. She ain't done an interview with Deontay Wilder in a couple of years, so maybe Wilder might have her along with a bunch of other media journalists on his not to do list. You know what I'm saying? Not to do interview list. You know what I'm talking about? So we'll see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Let me know your thoughts about the interview that Fury did with Behind the Gloves. Let me know your thoughts about the comments he made in regards to Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.